Quest presents an unabridged recording of The Last Soldier by Rich Hawkins, narrated by Jake Urry. Part 1. The Plague Isles. Prologue. The fleet of evacuation boats left the beach behind and speared through the water towards the grey hulks of the waiting battleships. Florence looked back for Frank and Ralph, but there were only the swarms of infected on the beach, mired and thrashing amongst the remains of dead refugees. And when the immense guns of the Royal Navy opened fire, she covered her ears and screamed, because she knew her dear Frank was gone. A refugee camp on the shore of a Norwegian fjord. Canvas tents and makeshift shelters made of wood and sheets of metal. Widows and orphans, grief and desperation. Silent men smoked their last cigarettes, and rows of people waited in line for bowls of soup, served by dull-eyed soldiers. Beyond the shore, the HMS Bulwark dwelled on the dark water. The snow-capped mountains high above the camp were grand and beautiful, and reduced Florence to silent awe. The air was cold, and she pulled her coat and the blanket tighter around her shoulders. Joel and Anya comforted her when she cried, and she cried many times during those early days. They drank soup from their bowls, but were still hungry. Always hungry. Second helpings were forbidden, and no amount of pleading swayed the solemn-faced officers in charge of the camp. They were traumatized, displaced people sheltering from the terror of a new world. The horror of the plague in their memories. Survivors' guilt gnawed at their hearts, minds numbed and broken. Exhaustion and despair. Some of them gathered on the shore to grieve together, while others prayed and sang hymns. Others screamed at the sky and said the names of loved ones left behind. Latrines were dug out of the ground. The pages of books were ripped out to use as toilet paper. The smell of piss soaked into the ground. It rained most days, and when it didn't rain it snowed, and no one ever smiled, because it would be obscene.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?